Moving more than a mile of interstate north of Cincinnati to make road conditions safer.
That's right. Ohio's Department of Transportation is planning to do just that. And you have less than a month to weigh in. WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes live tonight in Laughlin with those details. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ashley and Chris. And I'm standing next to what locals call the Laughlin Split. It is a divided stretch of I-75 that is no stranger to car crashes and bad backups. 10 years from now, ODOT hopes those kinds of incidents will be in the rearview mirror.
For decades, drivers heading north on I-75 through Arlington Heights and Laughlin have taken an unusual path.
When you're building, 60, 70 years ago, you weren't thinking necessarily, and in today's terms, in 2025, what transportation was going to look like.
Currently, I-75 splits in two for about a mile and a half, surrounding parts of both villages. ODOT's Kathleen Fuller says that will change over the course of the next 10 years.
In a nutshell, we're going to get rid of the split, and we're going to take the northbound lanes and realign that along the southbound lanes.
The state's highway unification project, which will add a new lane of traffic in each direction, is part of a years-long effort to improve traffic flow from 275 north of Cincinnati to the Ohio River.
I can't speak enough about how important it is to improve safety on the entire corridor, and this will go a long way to do that.
There are properties the state will likely take by eminent domain, but there's no definitive list yet.
I've been here ever since I was 3 years old.
Roxanne Lewis lives with her mom in a house a stone's throw from 75 South. Initial design plans shared publicly 3 years ago suggest Lewis's house is safe, but she knows that could end up changing.
I hate to see any of the people lose their home. Especially, me too. Anybody.
Fuller encourages people to review the various design options and share their thoughts.
You're probably going to be really invested in this, and you're going to want to, give us some good advice and some good suggestions, right? It does matter.
Now, the deadline to comment about the project on ODOT's virtual open house website is July 9th. That is less than a month away, and we'll have a link on our website shortly. We're now reporting live here in Laughlin. Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.
Todd, I know that you indicated the project should be done in about a decade. Do you know when shovels will start going into the ground?
Yeah, Ashley, ODOT's Kathleen Fuller said that the construction work should start in the year 2030 and the project taking about 5 years to complete. As she added that the current I-75 northbound lanes that are a part of the split will eventually be removed as part of the overall project. So a lot of moving parts here, Ashley.
All right, Todd Dykes reporting live. Thanks so much, Todd.